Have you seen this crazy pattern that Bitcoin has been repeating since 2014? Each cycle, Bitcoin has done the same exact things. And if this continues, a 70% crash is next. That's what we're going to cover right here on this video, non-emotional opinions, and I'm going to give my honest take. Do I think a 70% crash in Bitcoin, something that really shocks everybody, something where there's going to be so much blood in the streets? I'm going to cover my honest opinion right here, right now. Let's jump into it. If you're new here, my name is Steve. I started in the stock market a little over 20 years ago when I was just 16 years old, and I made every mistake in the book. It was horrific. But over the past 20 years, I figured out how to dominate this game. And I'm here sharing my knowledge with you so you don't have to go through all the turmoil that I did, making all of these silly mistakes in the charts and with trading. We've been in crypto since 2017, and what we focus on this channel is helping you use your crypto to gain financial freedom. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it today. What I'm going to show you is something that I haven't shown you ever before. I've shown you this chart, but what I'm going to show you next is I've never shared it with you, and I want to discuss it because the charts are lining up this way. Now, what we need to do is paint a clear picture of what this chart is. This chart could hold the key to future price action with Bitcoin. This chart is major. This chart has helped us really stay level-headed through these crazy times in Bitcoin. And this chart has secrets of the biggest moves in Bitcoin. Let me show you. Back in 2014, what we did in this chart was we dipped below the stochastic RSI 20 level, the most major level, which means our momentum was at almost a bare minimum. It was at almost a zero momentum, okay? We dipped below this level, and then Bitcoin reacted the same exact way. What it did in 2014 when we dipped below this level that said we had no momentum, we actually had a 50% rally. Bitcoin likes to fake everybody out. It likes to get you right on the edge of your seat and then take your breath away. And that's what it did. It had a 50% rally to get everybody excited, and then it pulled the rug from everybody, and then it had a major crash. How much? It was precisely 70 something percent, okay? 71, 72, 73%. Let's take a look. It was about 73, 74%. Major crash, which means we dip below here, we had a 50% rally, everybody gets really excited, and then from here, a 70% crash that our capitulation happened right there, right? Now, let's fast forward precisely 4 years. Precisely 4 years later, in 2018, we dipped below here. Our momentum was at a minimum, right? We had a 48% rally. We got everybody really excited at the edge of their seat. Everybody was saying that this bear market is over. We're rallying back to all-time highs. Well, you know what? Bitcoin likes to shock everybody. And what happened next was a 70% crash. All right, let's look at the precise numbers. 68% crash, okay? So 48% rally, get everybody on the edge of their seats, 68% crash to our capitulation. Why do I tell you this? Well, in 2022, precisely 4 years later, keep in mind, every 4 years, Bitcoin is doing the exact same patterns, but it still shocks everybody. Now, in 2022, we shocked everybody. Okay, we dipped below here, which meant our momentum was at a minimum, and this was back in January. Right here on this channel, we got everybody prepared for a fake rally. And we said, look, there's no way to know how much this rally is going to be, but the facts are the facts. In 2014, it was precisely a 50% rally to get everybody excited, get everybody on the edge of their seat right before Bitcoin pulled the rug and took everybody's breath away. That was 50%. In 2018, it's 48%. We said right here on this channel, there's no way to know what percent it's going to be, but it's going to be a rally that gets everybody really excited. Everybody's going to say the bear market is over, and then Bitcoin will pull the rug. So it ended up being 47%. Talk about accurate. We went from 50% to 48% to 47%. Bitcoin is precisely accurate with this pattern since 2014. But here's where it gets interesting, because after this 47% rally, where everybody was really excited, we called for the mega crash, right? And we've been preparing months for this mega crash, but that's where it really started to happen. And if, by the way, if you missed this mega crash and you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss these big moves. You do not want to be on the sidelines and somehow not have followed our channel. You need to follow right now. So we prepared for this 47% rally. We didn't prepare for exactly 47%. That would be silly. That would be just guessing. But the facts in the charts were we're going to have a big rally. We didn't know how much. It ended up being 47, and that's where the mega crash happened. How did we know it was going to happen there? Because the 3-day death cross actually gave us some warning. Because when we were back here at this red line, we said we were going to rally up to this green line, and once we did, that's when the mega crash was going to happen, because that's what we did in the past, right? We always rallied up to this green line and came back down and always rallied up. And then once we had the death cross, that's when the mega crash started to happen. We did the same thing in 2014, where we rallied up to this green line before having a mega crash. So it's not like we had some crystal ball. We're just using the facts in the charts, non-emotional, straight to the point, no BS. Now, so we had this 47% and we were up at 48K, and that's where we said, hey, just prepare, stay level-headed, a mega crash. But how much? And this is what we haven't covered before, because back here in 2014, it was 74% of a mega crash. Back here in 2018, it was a 68% mega crash. And knowing these numbers are relatively accurate, we have to ask the question. And the hard question is, could a 70% crash happen from this past rally? Because that's what the next logical move would be if we were following this chart, if we were looking at the next major moves. What I mean is, back here in 2014, when we had our crash, we dipped below here, we rallied up to this price and then had a 74% crash, okay? In 2018, we came down, we breached this level in the stochastic RSI, a momentum was at a minimum, and we rallied from like a $6,000 level all the way up to a little over 10,000. It was a major, major rally. Everybody got really excited. And if you followed crypto back in 2018, when we rallied up to 10K, everybody was going crazy saying that the bear market was over. And we were making bearish video after bearish video just based on the facts in the charts. And that's when a lot of people in the herd, they tried to say that we didn't know what we were doing, that there was no way we were going to fall below 6K, that there's no way we would have a 3-day death cross, there's no way any of this would happen. But the facts are the facts. We just continue to stay level-headed, continue to cover the facts, and we all know what happened after that. But here we are in 2022, and we have to ask the tough question. Could Bitcoin even have a 70% drop from here? Where would that bring us? I want to give you my honest opinion, my honest opinion with no BS, non-emotion, but here's what I'll say. Let's cover a couple other charts first so we can gain a clear picture, right? I do want to point out this Dragonfly Doji. In the short term, Bitcoin may have a little rally, and we're really going to play with this 36K and 40K. And if we get above that, we can talk about some other facts, but it's likely we won't get above that. It's likely we're going to have some sort of a rally, and then we'll see how Bitcoin reacts. So I want to keep everybody level-headed about that. And we talked about in our last video this green line. After the death cross, after we have a 3-day death cross, which we've only had 2, this green line acts as resistance. So pay close attention to that. And then we need to dip below this level to even fall at all, okay? If we don't fall below this level on the weekly with the close of a body, Bitcoin's not going anywhere. We'll just rally back to the top of this channel, okay? So that is the facts in the charts. We've got to focus on those facts. And now let's go back to here. What do I think is going to happen? I think, well, first, let's figure out if we did fall 70%, where would that bring us, okay? So 70% would be from this 48K rally. Let's talk about 48%, 52% gives us down to 22, but we're not there yet. What if it was a full-on 70% downfall, right? 70% brings you right to about 14K, a number that we've talked a lot about for many, many, many months. So to put it out of the question, to say there's no way Bitcoin will fall to 14K, which is what everybody told us many, many months ago, there's no way in hell. Now the facts are saying, hey, This is a legit possibility. We did the same pattern in 2014 where we fell from our rally high down to our capitulation about 70%. We did the same thing in 2018. Our rally high, Bitcoin pulled the rug, took everybody's breath away. We had our capitulation about 70%. If we were to do the same, it brings us right down to that number we talked a lot about. The only way to avoid it is to get the stochastic RSI on the monthly above the 20, get above the 40K, and get above the green line. And if we were to do all of those things while staying above this 29K, Bitcoin has a chance, but that's asking a lot. It's not likely we're going to do all of those things. It's more probable that Bitcoin is going to fall. Now, will it fall right to 14? Nobody knows. But this chart is saying it may fall somewhere close to that. So that's the facts in the charts. I wanted to present you the clean and honest facts. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you right back here on the next video. There's only one question left: when to sell your cryptocurrency. Click right here, right now to find the 3 simple steps.